Good morning. How are you? You look so great when you stand. Hey, when I stand here, I can see a lot of coloration and beauty, and these are extension service provider. You look excellent. What I always say, we need to position ourselves to this excellence. It's unfortunate to speak after that. You know, you heard what Sadiq said. Yeah. From his personal experience and the passion that he has for extension and advisory service. And as he spoke, what came clearly to my mind, what motivates me into what I am doing? Am I doing it for the sake of myself, or is it for the passion that I have? As extensionists, once we get there, then agri-food system transformation will no longer be an issue in Africa or in Uganda. It's a great honor to join you at this official opening of the Uganda National Agriculture Extension Week 2026 and to bring greetings from AFAAS. Habari zenu. Thank you very much. In AFAAS, we have Uganda Day, we have English Day, we have Kiswahili Day. So today is the Kiswahili Day. How are you? Okay. Let me first commend AFAAS, MAIF, and all the partners for convening this important national platform. As we can all see, it is exemplary done. We all say that Extension Week has grown from an event. We saw what Beatrice was displaying from 2013, where it was just an event, and it has now become a strategic policy and practice space for reflection, for partnership, for building innovation, for exchange and collective action for transforming agri-food system and extension and advisory services in Uganda and thereafter the continent and the globe. This year's theme is both timely and strategic, and we can all agree that it was so well thought of to be a theme that we all need at a time as this. Unlocking Uganda's agricultural potential will not happen through isolated interventions. This has been highlighted with the speakers that came before me. And we all know, and especially those that have interacted with me, no more silos is the key word. We can no longer work in silos. We have to work as a system. And as I always say, and I always refer to, a system is as strong as the weakest part of that system. Therefore, we can no longer work in silos. And that's why NARO and AFAAS are coming together to ensure that we are able to deliver to the last mile. And as the keynote speaker spoke, one key issue that was coming to my mind, research has come, extension is here, but there is need to bring in the education. At the continental level, we work as ARIS. ARIS are institutions for research, extension, education. We all work as a team. And I am glad that Uganda is taking up this. And even as AFAAS and NARO come together to partner, it will be very critical to bring in the education aspect as we talk about professionalization and as we talk about strengthening our capacity as extension. We realize we are in a place that we need transformation. And for us as extension practitioners also to build our capacity, education become a key aspect. Therefore, I'll encourage NARO, AFAAS, even as we engage, bring in education, and therefore we'll talk about a complete aspect. And as we talk about extension, as we talk about research, we are talking about inclusivity, we are talking about bringing in the young people, as he rightly put and other speakers have said, we are talking about the women, we are talking about all those that are involved, the private sector, the public sector, the farmer institutions, and all that are relevant in this. And for us as the continental level, when we get to this place, then we'll realize then we are transforming extension and advisory service to what is expected. I say that extension transformation will only happen through stronger multi-actor collaboration. And it will happen when extension is recognized not as a support function, but as a strategic driver to agriculture in transformation. Across Africa, we are seeing a clear shift. Agriculture transformation is no longer driven by production alone. It is increasingly driven by how effectively knowledge, innovation, markets, finance, digital solutions, and institutions come together to support farmers and agri-food actors. And that's what AFAAS and NARO are doing now. That's why agriculture extension and advisory service must evolve. Extension today must go beyond technology transfer. This was said. It must facilitate innovation. As extension service providers, we are moving from agent of technology transfer to be facilitators of change processes. Extension must broker partnerships. It must strengthen resilience, and it must support entrepreneurship. It must connect farmers to markets, digital services, climate information, and investment opportunities. As long as we are not connecting farmers to the markets, to investment opportunities, then we find that we'll have a gap. This is the essence of multi-actor extension systems that we are talking about. And this is fully aligned with the continental agenda under the CAADP Kampala Declaration, which places stronger emphasis on delivery systems, institutional coordination, innovation, accountability, which was really emphasized by our keynote speaker, for agri-food system transformation. Uganda is demonstrating leadership in this regard. Well done, Uganda, for starting this partnership. The focus of Extension Week on scalable and market-driven agriculture extension advisory models, high-value chains, climate-smart systems, and professionalizations speaks directly to the priorities needed to modernize extension systems for now and for the future. Allow me to highlight 4 issues I believe are critical and what we are talking about at this time. First, we must invest in extension as a system enabler. We are investing in extension as a system enabler. We are just not looking at extension as transfer of technology, but we are the ones enabling food systems transformation. And therefore we realize we have a role to play, and we come to realize as we sit here, we are the critical part of this food system transformation. Extension should not be treated as a fragmented project activity. Many of the time we are transferring technology, or we are talking about extension because of a project that has been supported. But after the project ends, what next? We should look beyond the project to be able to bring the change that is expected. The life experience has been seen by our keynote speaker. He has gone beyond the funds that he had, just the passion that we have to bring the transformation that we expected. Extension should be positioned as core infrastructure for agriculture transformation. Many times we talk about roads being core infrastructure. We talk about irrigation. We talk about markets. Can you imagine all this, but without extension service delivery? Then we are not able to reach the last mile. We are not able to scale the technologies that are said to be on the shelf. Without strong last mile delivery system, innovations do not scale. Policies do not reach farmers, and investments do not deliver impact. Second, the future of extension is holistic and partnership-oriented. This has been overemphasized by the speakers that came before us. No single actor can deliver the completely requirement of agri-food system today. We need to work together. At the continental level, currently we are talking about the Coalition of Agriculture Extension and Advisory Service. This coalition was initiated by AFAAS, AGRA, and One Acre Fund as key actors in the extension and advisory service landscape at the continental level. And we are now scaling down to invite other key extension service providers. And we are now going down to the national level. I am proud to say, among the countries that have been able to adopt the Coalition for Extension and Advisory Service is Uganda, who were able to host this last year in December. Kenya and Mali have also been able to follow suit. Therefore, public extension, private extension advisory service, farmer organization, and all the service providers need to work together to ensure we deliver, not as a silo, but we leverage each other's expertise and resources to enhance delivery to the last mile. The future lies in stronger coalition, stronger coordination mechanisms, as has been said, and stronger co-investment models. Which are those models that we can co-invest together to be able to sustainably deliver extension and advisory service? Third, we talk about digitization, and climate resilience must become mainstreamed in extension systems. We have talked about the extension farmer ratio. We cannot do it on our own. We can partner as human beings, but currently we can also leverage the digital tools. Our young people are very good. When you talk about engaging the youth in agriculture extension and advisory service, I know the young people are digital savvy and they are so fast moving. We say they're the microwave generation who wants things instantly. And therefore, leveraging on digital solutions and including the young people will ensure that we are able to adopt delivery models that can be able to scale and reach more than we are talking about. Their digital solutions are becoming central on how extension reaches scale, improves targeting, and respond increasingly to complex risks. Many times when you talk about digital advisory service, many of us as extension service provider think that we are losing our jobs. But I always say we are the center of this digital advisory service because we are the ones who own the knowledge, and we are able to be the people that can ensure we are providing knowledge to be disseminated to the last mile. Digital extension service must work simultaneously for smallholder farmers, youth, women, and other undeserved communities. What are those solutions that can be able to reach smallholder farmers? Last week, you were sharing about how AFAAS, through another project, have been able to reach farmers through digital solutions. Working together with partners, which has been a critical aspect for AFAAS, strengthening partnerships and leveraging what they can leverage and expertise and resources. Working together with Access Agriculture, they have been able to reach smallholder farmers through videos, and there is a change and there's increased adoption because farmers are able to access knowledge through solutions that are comfortable for them. Fourth, we have talked about professionalization. I will not labor much on this because much has been said. But what I'm trying to say, we must encourage each other to ensure that we are able to deliver as expected. My board member talked about much about professionalization, Dr. Patience. Sadiq has talked more about it, and more of it, accountability, integrity, which we always overlook, reliability, respect for one another, that will be able to drive us to where we expect. As AFAAS, we believe extension must move from being the last mile to being recognized as the first mile of agriculture transformation. It is the foundational driver that shapes and enables transformation from the very beginning. And therefore, we will refer to it as the first mile. Without the foundation, the house will not stand. And extension is the foundation. Let us all realize that we are the foundation. And once we realize we are the foundation, we will be reliable. We'll strive to be accountable. We'll strive to respect the farmer and respect our bosses. We will strive to ensure that we are delivering as it is expected, because where extension works, innovation reaches farmers. Where extension works, markets function better. Where extension works, resilience improves. Where extension works, agriculture transformation becomes possible. So why can't we make extension work? We must ensure that extension is working. This is why AFAAS remains committed to working with UFAS, MAIF, and all the other partners to advance stronger national agriculture extension and advisory service reforms, professionalization of extension workforce, digital and innovation is enabled, and to ensure that multi-actor platforms for coordinated service delivery are strengthened. There will be greater investment in resilient and market-oriented last-mile delivery. This Extension Week provides an opportunity not only to discuss these issues, but to generate actionable commitments, just as was said by our initial speaker, Beatrice. It is my hope that by the end of this week, we will have had stronger partnerships. We will develop practical recommendations for policy and investment, and also clear pathways for scaling innovation and a stronger communique that advances Uganda's national extension agenda and contributes to continental agriculture extension transformation is developed. Therefore, Uganda has immense agricultural potential, and we are all aware, and we all speak about it. Potential is unlocked through systems that work. Potential is unlocked through partnerships that deliver. Potential is unlocked through institutions that innovate. And potential is unlocked when extension is empowered to play its strategic role. And that's why we are here. And therefore, this week matters to each of us. And we are looking forward to bringing a change that Uganda desires by the end of this week. Thank you very much.